Good morning, welcome back to a new vlog. I actually think it might not be morning anymore. It is 11:40 on a Monday morning, so it actually is still morning, and I've just been working from home and I just made a coffee. What I'm gonna do right now is actually go to this concept store. I've only been there once, but honestly they had so many cool and cute things that I just never went again because I'm scared I want to buy the entire store. But the reason I want to go there is because I have been looking at this one specific bag. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the brand name right, but it's from Mosh Atelier, and I know that they do sell the bags at this concept store. I doubt they're gonna have the colorway that I want because I feel like that's also their most popular colorway, I think, but they have like loads of different colors and it just looks super cool, and I've been thinking about it for quite a long time actually. And last week I wanted to order it online, but the reason I want to go to the store is to see if I actually really like this model of bag, and I can just simply try it on and see if I actually do still want it, and then if they do have the colorway I could get it, but I do think they're not gonna have it because it's so popular. Like if you cycle around Amsterdam you will probably have seen this bag before because honestly a lot of people have it, but I just think it looks so cool and I'm just gonna go check it out and hopefully not get distracted by all the other nice things in the store. And then I think I'm gonna take myself on a little coffee work date because I can tell that whenever I work from home for like so many days in the week and I just am home constantly and I don't leave the house, I just get so distracted and just unmotivated to work. So I feel like just changing up the scenery sometimes is good, and I do know actually that I'm not going to be home tomorrow. Is it really necessary to also get out of the house today for a little coffee work date? Maybe not, but I do know that usually it helps me with like motivation and everything. And I think Café Baskets is right around the corner from this concept store. Might be busy. I don't actually know if they're open, so I think I might just go there and see if they have a spot like in the back where I can work. And yeah, I don't know, sometimes I can just tell that I need to leave the house more with work because I just work from home like all the time. So yeah, we're just gonna go for a little walk, go to a few stores and just work on my to-dos for the day. And yeah, I feel like I have just been not taking you guys along in my work life recently because I've been doing so many like fun things recently, like the trips and all, and then when I'm just home all the time I can tell that I'm picking up my camera less because I always feel like I don't really have anything like to talk about. Like whenever people upload videos that are like 45 minutes long, I'm like, how do you have so much to talk about? Like whenever I turn the camera on I'm like, I don't really have anything to tell you guys. So I don't know, I have been having a little bit of struggles picking up the camera recently because I feel like I just don't have anything interesting to show you. But we need to like forget about that and just get back into filming. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish my coffee, do a little bit more work and then go for a little walk. I did not do what I said I was gonna do because the concept store I was talking about, I was leaving the house, like I was about to leave, and then I was like, not everything is usually open on Mondays, so let me just check like the opening times, and the store obviously was closed on Mondays. So I'm gonna have to go to that another day, but I did go to the Aesop store. I actually never know if that's how you pronounce it, but I always pronounce it as aesop because I really wanted to get their hand soap, and I went to the store to just figure out what smell I really wanted to get. And then I also got a hand balm. I actually really liked both of the scents, so I got a different soap than the hand balm because I really wanted to try both of them. And I also went to pick up my H&M packages. Now that we're here, I'll quickly show you what I ordered. I really am the person to not buy things for a while, and then when there's a sale I will go crazy and buy everything that I want to get. So for me this is kind of going crazy. And then in this package there is one thing for you, but I also got a couple of things that are kind of out of my comfort zone. So I'm actually really curious to see if I'm gonna actually wear those. First item is already something that is out of my comfort. They look really small like this, by the way, but it's these running shorts and they're very tight, which usually is not something I would get because I think this is something that a lot of girls can relate to, but I feel like my legs are one of my like biggest insecurities ever, and I just don't like wearing shorts. But in summer you're not gonna wear long leggings when you're working out, so I really wanted to get these biker shorts. And I also got them in this better yellow color because I already have like the matching bra for this, but I just really hope I'm actually gonna wear these and that they're comfortable because I otherwise will just not wear them. I feel like I just have to get over myself and actually start wearing these, but it makes me feel so insecure, so I never do it. I thought I'd just try, so I got 2 of those biker shorts. And I don't actually think they're exactly the same. No, these are called training biker shorts and then these are called training pants. So they're different. So maybe if this one's, for example, more comfortable, I can also get these in black. But we'll see if I actually wear those. Okay, I think something went wrong here because I got 4 white t-shirts, but I think I only ordered 1. I have absolutely no clue how this happened, but it's not a mistake. I ordered 4 white t-shirts, but I was meant to only order 1. Anyways, I ordered a white t-shirt, but it looks huge, so I'm gonna have to try this on, but if it's too big I already have to return 3 of those. So then I ordered the same t-shirt in yellow, and I actually am obsessed with this color. It looks so cute. The same goes for this one. It looks quite big, so I'm gonna have to try it on and see if it actually looks cool or if it's just too oversized, because you can get something oversized but you can also get it too oversized, so we'll see about that. Then, because I spend so much time at home, I feel like I never have enough like lounge clothing, so I got a matching set to just wear at home. It's burgundy pink, which I feel like is a color that I've been really into recently, and it has a matching top. I feel like this is gonna be really cute. I really hope it's gonna be cute. And I got a matching top to go with the pants, and this is mostly to just lounge around with in the house, so comfortable. This is just something I really want to lounge around in the house with, and I really hope it's just gonna be cute and comfy. Okay, lastly, I got a dress, and I gotta say I'm not the biggest dress person because I usually don't really have a lot of dresses and just don't wear them, but I also don't wear them because I don't get them. But on the website this looked so cute, and it has an open back, which is like, a dress is already a bit out of my comfort zone, but especially with like an open back, I don't know, I just thought I'd try and get out of my comfort zone by actually ordering a dress like this, because if I never start wearing dresses I will not like them. So, and I really thought this looked so cute, so I'm just gonna try it on and see if I like it or not, and if not I can always still return it. Those are the things that I got. I'm gonna continue a few work things now, but I also kind of want to do a few like reset things around the house because I've just not been having the best day for some reason, and I saw a YouTube video this morning that really inspired me to do like a little life reset kind of thing, like spring life reset, and now I feel very inspired to do something like that, especially because I haven't really been feeling the best. So I think I'm gonna do a few more to-dos and then do a little bit of resetting because I feel like I just need it. So yeah, that's the plan. I just got to Utrecht and I'm about to meet my brother for a coffee. I realized I haven't really been filming as much as I thought I was gonna film, but I had a few pretty, I don't know, just kind of off days and I wasn't very motivated to do a lot of things, and I think I talked a little bit about that on Monday when I was doing like the H&M unboxing, but honestly I'm probably gonna return like pretty much everything. I don't know, I feel like most of these items were not really my style, even though I don't really know what my style is, but I feel like I navigate towards more basic things because I feel like I get less bored of like basic things, and I do kind of liked the comfy set. I'm not 100% set on returning those, but I feel like after wearing those like twice I'm gonna be bored of it, and I feel like if I get like beige lounge pants with just like a white comfy t-shirt, I just feel like I might be more comfortable in that. And for example, the biker shorts, the yellow ones are better than the black ones, but I just really don't feel comfortable in it, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna wear it, depending on if I'm gonna keep the yellow ones, because they are kind of very see-through, so I need to figure out if that's what I like. Well, not if that's what I like, but if I find that like acceptable. But maybe I'll have to order those in black as well, because they do have pockets, and I've noticed that I want pockets in my shorts, especially for running. It's nice that you can take your keys with you. But the haul was kind of a flop, and yesterday I went to get coffee with my brother because my brother lives in Utrecht and I actually haven't seen him a lot like the past year. Like we haven't really been visiting each other a lot, so we just wanted to grab a coffee. So I went to Utrecht, got a coffee with him, and then after that I went straight back to Amsterdam because I did feel like I have a lot to do, which I do. But since I said I was feeling a little bit off, so I didn't end up doing exactly the things that I was supposed to do, I went to the concept store that I talked about on Monday because I really wanted to look for the bag, but the bag was sold out like everywhere. Like even the other colors are all sold out, and I'm now just gonna wait for them to restock it on the website and then just order it, because now that I'm doing so much effort for a bag, I do notice that I really want it, so I'm just gonna order it once it gets back in stock. And then we actually went to this home store because we have been wanting to change the flooring on our balcony, because we just like, now that it's becoming spring and summer, we want the balcony to be like very cozy and like just a place where you actually want to be in the summertime. So we wanted to change the flooring to something like more wood cozy-ish. So we cycled to this store, which was like 6 kilometers, and we get there and we first couldn't find it, and then when we found it we were like, oh, these boxes are actually quite big. Like we knew it might be a little bit of a struggle taking it home on our bikes, but the boxes were so much bigger than we anticipated, and it was such a struggle to cycle 6 kilometers with 4 of these huge boxes that were all very heavy. But we did make it home, and we already actually laid the flooring on the balcony because it was actually super simple, and we are very happy with the end result because it just looks a little bit more like warm and cozy, because the flooring was gray, and I am wearing gray, but I've literally just boycotted gray with everything except for clothes. I don't know, but the balcony looks a lot cozier now, and now we just need to add like plants and flowers, and then we can actually enjoy sitting outside. I'm gonna go and make us some iced coffee because even though I don't really have the motivation for it, I do need to work today and actually get things done, because I feel like for the past few days I've just been kind of procrastinating actually doing most of my tasks, and I'm just not putting too much pressure on today. Like I'm gonna try and finish a couple of things, but also spend some time actually reorganizing my home and like doing this little life reset kind of thing that I was talking about, because I've actually been getting rid of quite a few like clothing items and things like that. I watched a YouTube video about this week, and she said that clothes can hold a lot of memories, and you can kind of associate them with either positive memories but also negative memories and things like that. So that's when I just radically needed to delete like so many things in my house, and I just want to get rid of a lot of things. So yeah, apart from just working today, that's something that I'm kind of working on, like just kind of decluttering the house and just getting rid of these like unmotivating feelings, because it's very frustrating, because I do want to do a lot of things, but I also just don't want to do anything. Yesterday I actually went to a different Pilates studio, because I don't think this is a new studio or anything, but I'm usually very late with booking my classes and then everything is full. So I decided to book something new, and it was a hot Pilates burn class, which I usually follow a class like this at Movements, but this was actually so intense. Like I got there and the door was closed, and I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, The vibe was just a bit weird, but once I got in, she explained to me that the original instructor was sick, so she had to cover up for everything, and it was just a bit chaotic. But the class itself was actually, oh my god, it was so intense. Like, when you think you've had enough like repeats of an exercise, she was just like, oh yeah, hold for 10 more seconds, and then you think you're done, and then she's like, okay, now pulse for 10 more seconds, and then when you think you're done with that, she's like, okay, hold for another 10 seconds. And I was like, oh my god, it was actually really hard. The studio was called Yogi, and it was actually really close to my apartment, so that was nice, because I also went to see the physio before that. I went to see a new physio because my knee was just acting up so much and I was in so much pain, and it's just super frustrating because with my runs recently, like, condition, is that what you call it in English? Like, condition wise, it was going so well. Like, last weekend I did 6.5k, but I was like, I can literally run for like an hour longer and I'll be fine. But my knee was in so much pain, so that's when I knew I had to go see a physio again to actually figure out what's wrong with it. And the physio that I went to see a few months ago, I really liked that one, but my insurance didn't cover that, so I had to look for a new one. But I actually went there yesterday and it was really nice, and he gave me some exercises that he think will definitely help. So I'm just super curious if they're actually gonna help, because I'm very hopeful, but I also have a half marathon to run, so I'm very nervous because the half marathon is already getting really close, and now I can't really do like longer runs or interval runs or anything like that, like only very short runs and my exercises. So I really hope I'm gonna be able to run this half marathon, because I don't want the same as last year, like run it untrained. I don't want that, because I actually had kind of a time goal that I wanted to go for, and I do feel like I kind of need to let go of my time goal at this point. But I just don't want to, because I feel like whenever I start training for something, I will get like an injury or anything. And I am pretty hopeful for these exercises, because everything he said yesterday made a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna be very consistent with my exercises, do a few short runs here and there, and then hopefully when I go back to the physio it has improved, and then I can still finish my training. That's kind of my game plan for now. But first I'm gonna make us some coffee, and I think I'm gonna make an iced coffee.
그렇게 놀려 사람들 다 똑같지 않아 난 너가 이렇게 놀란 모습은 처음 봤어 고작이 소리 하나로 그런 표정을 지어냈어 누가 보면은 내가 몹쓸 짓을 한 것 같아.
I realized that I haven't properly filmed a lot the past few days, and today we have a little friend with us who also might want some coffee, because I just made a coffee with coconut milk, which was really good. Oh, to share. Hey. Je hebt ook koffie, hè? Anyways, we're babysitting my friend's puppy today, and I'm so excited because I just love Cookie so much. She's so cute. I talked about this last week, but I just wasn't feeling the best, and I just felt like I was in need of a little spring reset kind of thing, like just a little life reset. And I took that quite literally, because I decluttered quite literally everything, and we painted our entire apartment. I don't know if you can properly see it on camera here, but our entire apartment was white. The white just wasn't doing it for us. It's just not very colorful, it's just not cozy, and I used to always be this person that needed everything in white, and honestly there's literally no like atmosphere in white. There's nothing wrong with it, but for us in this apartment it just wasn't like the cozy feeling that we were looking for. So this weekend we painted our bedroom, and I think the color is called Vanilla Cream, and it's kind of like a light orange, which honestly we think it's such an upgrade for the apartment because we also did the living room, and it was especially the living room that we were bothered by, and it honestly makes it so much better. Like the part where the couch is, we hated how that looked, and also the part behind the table, it just didn't look good. And now with the walls being a different color, it already makes it a lot better. We obviously still do have some things that we want to change, and also we had to still paint the hallway and like the door to the hallway. So now we did the hallway in the same like orange color, which honestly makes it so much better because I also painted the ceiling, which the hallway isn't even a hallway, like it's literally so small, but it makes it a lot cozier and just fresh with the new paint on it. And then the door, we made the same like purple burgundy color as this door. If you know what I'm talking about, you might have seen it in this vlog. I will quickly just show you. But honestly, these changes, I just needed like this little reset to kind of just organize my apartment and my mind. And I feel like I have just been putting so much pressure on myself in like so many different ways, and at some point it was just very frustrating. And last week I just needed to kind of not do that and needed this little reset. So I was already putting a little bit of pressure on myself that I wanted to film a video this weekend, and then I was like, okay, what if I don't film this weekend and kind of just take the weekend to focus on resetting all of these things, and then after the weekend I can feel kind of fresh and my mind can feel ready to start filming different videos and just kind of experiment a lot more with vlogs and everything like that, like content creation wise and just work wise in general. And I feel like it definitely helps. I do feel like this vlog is kind of turning into like a little chatty vlog because I feel like I've been just yapping so much instead of actually filming a lot of things. But also, by the way, this weekend I found these coffee cups at the thrift store for 50 cents each, and they just really reminded me of the color that we were painting on the wall. It's a bit more yellow, but I thought they were so cute. And also my latte art today was actually so pretty. Yeah, I just really needed this little spring refresh, reset kind of thing.
너는 내 앞에서 낀 적 없지 방구 정말 잘 참는 거는 인정 넌 장이 참 유연하구나